Well, it's that time again. It's time to see how August of 2024 was for SML. I don't really have much else to add, so let's see how this goes. Jeffy competes in the Olympics. Well, this video was actually rather creative. The beginning started off annoying, and frankly I think the part where Jeffy and the others are talking before they actually get to the Olympics went on a bit longer than it should have. But as for the Olympics part of the video, it actually took place in some different locations and was actually somewhat funny, particularly any scene involving Joseph, such as him taking a basketball to the body or literally getting thrown into water until everyone just forgets about him entirely since he's presumed to have drowned. Actually, upon rewatching this video, I don't really have much in the way of issues with it, save for the beginning, which I mentioned already. It isn't spectacular, and I think it could have been a bit more creative, but it was funny enough and ultimately not at all a bad video. 6.5 out of 10. I just wish that more had been done with this video, since as it is right now, it feels more like the start of a really good video, but no, that's just it. Junior's bracelet. Oh look, another Junior x Penelope video. Well, I can certainly say this one is better since they don't recycle the same plot of Junior having an assumption and running with it, so that's certainly an improvement. Note how I didn't say this video was good though, because it still really wasn't. So much of this video was a whole lot of nothing happening, or a bunch of gay jokes directed towards Junior because, haha, the bracelet makes him look gay, and it just got repetitive fast. Oh, and the ending was that Penelope didn't really care anyway whether or not Junior wore the bracelet, which made this whole video stupid and contrived. 2.8 out of 10. It's a slight improvement over other Junior x Penelope videos, but seriously, if these types of videos are going to continue being boring or just plain dumb, then they need to just stop with these videos already. They're not funny or interesting, they're just boring and at times even obnoxious to watch. Mr. Hoodman. So this video is what if Mr. Goodman had a brother? And honestly, I was worried most of this video would be Goodman and Hoodman teaming up to make Marvin's life terrible. And actually not really. I also thought that there would be a bunch of jokes about the color of Mr. Hoodman's suit. Okay, but seriously though, there were a few of those types of jokes in there, but I think at worst they were just dumb. We also had this new officer character again, who was trying to channel his inner Joe Swanson for some reason. And finally, I actually liked Chef Pee-Pee's Chicken Alfredo joke. As for the rest of the video, I mean it was fine, although for a video concept like this, I sort of thought it would be a bit more creative. 5 out of 10 for a very middle-of-the-road video. It wasn't super creative or interesting, and as an aside, I think Chives deserves a break at some point, but this video wasn't bad either. The jokes were sort of obvious, but ultimately a decent enough video. Junior's favorite cereal. Here's one of the videos this month that I didn't react to. And yeah, okay, it was just boring. Most of the jokes went on for too long, and a lot of the video ended up being talking and filler. I liked this sort of farmer character for a few seconds before his joke got used up fast. The chicken in this video could have been used for way more jokes, even if we're going for the Cocoa Puffs bird angle. Have him still lie and say he's the Cocoa Puffs bird, but have the news come on saying that the Cocoa Puffs bird has gone missing, so Junior, Joseph, and Jeffy, what on earth? Anyway, they go and claim that's the Cocoa Puffs bird, everyone else is stupid and so believe it as well, and just explore this chicken either having to accept his new life, or finally admit they got the wrong bird. This would have been way more creative instead of just a bunch of talking and literally nothing else happening. 2 out of 10. I think one of the only jokes I found funny in this video was the chicken's description of the farmer's wife, followed by a long pause just due to how out of nowhere it was. Otherwise though, yeah, this video is just stupid. Cody dies. Okay, this would have been a creative video, and I mean, I guess it sort of was to a certain degree. The scene with Cody's voicemail message was actually pretty hilarious, and the scene where Cody's parents are on the news was also sort of funny. However, then the rest of this video was just sort of okay, I guess. Nearly everything in the second half wasn't all that funny. Most of it was talking, and then Cody gets revived but somehow has all of his memories? Yeah, I have no clue how that works. So, 4 out of 10? It had a good start that sort of fell apart by the end, and while a couple of the jokes were good, it was mainly those 2 jokes during the first half doing the heavy lifting for this video. Dougie the Hitman. Guys, don't you get it? Because Dougie is stupid! Now, honestly, despite that introduction, I didn't hate this video, all things considered. Sure, we got too much Angry Ronald in here, with some of his jokes going on too long. In fact, here's an example. This scene where him and Dougie are out eating, and then Angry Ronald does this thing where he looks up a second time. Yeah, that was funny. Except he did it multiple times afterward and significantly diminished how funny the joke was each time. Also, basically any scene where bootleg Black Yoshi, I mean Dougie, was talking was annoying, mainly because his only character anymore is that he's stupid and wants free things. I think if you remove most of the sections with him not understanding things, this video would be fine. But as it stands, between that and some of the Angry Ronald segments simply going on too long, yeah, this one's a 3.8 out of 10. Sure, it had potential in there, and even creative moments, but for the most part, this video was just disappointing. Superpowers 3. Okay, first of all, why is the title for this video in all caps? Well, okay, aside from that, this video was actually really underwhelming compared to the first 2 Superpowers videos. Remember when Junior and Joseph got cool powers as well, allowing them and Cody to play off of one another with their newfound powers? Well, that's too bad because it's only Cody this time. Sure, the other 2 technically get powers, but Joseph's is basically total bone loss, and Junior's is the mandatory undo everything at the end of the video power. But Joseph is completely useless the entire video, and Junior's just green the whole time and not much else. At least Cody's powers were sort of entertaining, with him using invisibility powers for exactly what you would think he would use them for, actually. Although even then, that joke crept closer and closer to alright, I get it tier by the end. Especially because this has been done much better before. When Joseph got stretchy limbs, I thought we'd be going for an Elastigirl type of angle to his powers, but nope, I guess not. 3.5 out of 10. Honestly, this video wasn't all that creative, especially since we've had Superpowers videos before, and it was ultimately just rather disappointing. It had funny moments, but let's be honest, it could have been done way better. Jeffy's 20th birthday. I actually already made a standalone review of this video, which I suggest that everyone should go watch. Just to recap, however, I was worried that this video would be similar to last year's and the year before, but I was pleasantly surprised. Logan really pulled out all the stops to make what is, in my opinion, one of the best videos we've seen in a very, very long time. 8 out of 10. Seriously, go watch the review I made of it if you want to hear more about why this video is so good. Now, I get it that this video was abnormally good, but hopefully this is a sign of more good videos to come from Logan. Summer School Part 3. And my hopes immediately got destroyed. This is another video I didn't bother reacting to because I heard it was boring and dumb. And that's actually pretty accurate. We had Principal Steinbeck being way too overboard again, which I've been bothered by recently. But hey, we got Craig in one of his worst appearances, well, probably ever, actually. Yes, the whole joke is that Craig isn't actually all that evil, but his jokes this video just went on and on. Oh, but don't worry, it gets worse, since we have Billy in here as well, with his jokes all being about AIDS, and never deviating from that. We even have an entire ABCs section where all of it is just the AIDS joke over and over again. That's basically the entire video right there, just dumb jokes that don't land and filler. So 1.5 out of 10. The only highlight I can think of is this joke where Cody's reading a biography of himself, which can also predict the future, so I guess that was sort of funny. Also, this is the finale to this stupid new summer school series. You know, the one where barely anything happened and it can't even hope to hold a candle to the original, much better summer school series. Otherwise, this video was one of the worst ones I've seen in a while from Logan, which is ironic since the previous one was one of the best. Jeffy's Mail Order Bride. Oh hey look, another stupid video, and one which I didn't bother reacting to either. Mind you, not as bad as the previous one since it was actually a little bit funny. However, for starters, the actual main plot didn't come in until halfway into the video, and they literally make that part of the joke, seeing how long they can stretch out the intro and remarking how they're hoping to gain an extra few minutes. Hey, here's a crazy idea. How about you just make a short video? And the beginning of this video wasn't very good. Like, the Nintendo animation was decent at least, and then the rest of the video was actually only slightly better. Do you know how this video feels? Rushed and boring, like the video was done to fill up space. 2 out of 10. The weirdest part is that apparently this video comes before Jeffy's 20th birthday. So they had this video on the back burner for a while and just didn't bother to fix it. I'll give points back for it being slightly funny, but that's about it. The Toy Ray. This video was, decent I guess. I thought the start to this video was a bit slow, but the Spider-Man bit was actually really funny to me the couple of times they did that. The Tom Brady portion was actually rather random, along with this character named Jerry who tries to explain jokes, but way too late, which I guess was funny. And, oh yeah, this video was an advertisement for the Jeffy U2's figure, which is cool, I guess. 4 out of 10. I thought the parts that were funny were quite funny to me, and at least this video wasn't just one giant advertisement, unlike Inside Jeffy 2, but ultimately I feel like this video just didn't have a ton actually happen, and so they just started to throw things in there for the sake of random, with some of that working and being funny, while other parts of it weren't so funny. Marvin's Revenge. Now I figured with a title like Marvin's Revenge that this would be a video where Marvin finally gets fed up with Rose or Jeffy and does something in an act of revenge. Honestly, that sounds like it would be a cool video idea, but instead some robbers go and steal some things from Marvin, and then leave, so Marvin goes to try and catch them. And this was, well, a bit creative actually. I enjoyed the scene where Mario hits this guy in the throat, in particular due to how his voice changes. We also get a similar joke later on, which was equally as funny. We also have Marvin get locked up, however briefly. I did enjoy this sort of hotel scene, and I actually found Brooklyn Guy just ignoring the fight outside for a while to be funny. And you know what? 6 out of 10. Also, there's this character called the Plot Hole Goblin, which apparently started in an earlier video, which I hadn't seen before, but that was somewhat funny. My major gripe with this video, however, is that I think that more could have been done with it. It didn't feel like some giant quest for revenge on Marvin's part, but more like a couple of things happened and then the video ended. I thought that most of the jokes landed all the same though, and I thought this video was generally enjoyable enough. Now then, time for this month's final score, which was a 4.1 out of 10, but we'll round that to a 4 out of 10 to get a normal score as always. Ouch, this month was still pretty rough. I was figuring that Jeffy's 20th birthday would really help the score here, and to be fair it certainly did, but what didn't help was the 2 videos immediately following it, which were mostly filler and barely funny. And while there were some higher than normal scores in here, none of those really helped, especially when, again, a couple of the videos tanked the score by a lot. This month had some of the worst filler I'd seen recently, especially because there were 3 videos which might as well have been all filler and literally nothing else. It's a shame to see this in the same month that had one of the best SML videos I've seen in a really long time. If I had to venture a guess as to what happened, Jeffy's 20th birthday got most of the attention, and rightfully so, but then the quality of videos which came afterwards suffered due to maybe the crew being tired? That, or someone thought a video where Billy comes back and does one bit for most of the video would be hilarious, I suppose. I'd also like to remind everyone that the Jeffy's birthday video has recently been the big highlight of any given year, where they pull out basically all the stops. So if this is the quality we can get in a month with that video, I don't know if that bodes well for the rest of the year, and I'm honestly not overly confident about September. Maybe in October, once we start getting some horror-related videos, things will improve. That, or Billy will come back and make more age jokes. Who knows? Well, that's all for now, though. Thank y'all for watching, and take care.
What? Can it protect you from